After 3 years of rendering his services to one of the leading audit firm, then to two other banking industry players in the country, Mr. Jotham Wambi thought it was time to go solo, and so he threw in the towel in the labor market ring.
I finished school, so I was one of the lucky people in this country, really. And I worked with reputable organizations, Citibank, EY, and then NCBA. But then, of course, along the way, I had to quit because I had this drive in me, the passion to really create something and, you know, employ masses. I'm a strong believer in a collective force of us building our country.
As an auditor, he did an audit of himself after 3 years of working with reputable companies and realized that beside a car, which he took on loan, there is nothing much to write home about for himself. And that got him thinking really hard.
So what did I do, really? What does it take to be able to start a business? It starts with your mindset. For many of the young people like us, we've been brought up in a whole situation and a mindset of I need to find a job, I need to find and work and look for a job that, you know, I have studied for. But that shouldn't be the case. There's a lot of opportunity. We live in a country that is full of many opportunities. So if you could just think wider, think outside the box, you could actually point out a problem that is next in your society and you could actually solve it, which could give you a job.
Although this journey, which is in its early years, may sound good and look rosy, the truth is that it requires work to make it work. And while doing so, there are so many things that he needed to arm himself with in his corner.
It requires you to grow a lot in knowledge. You need to read a lot. You need to do research. You need to get yourself into spaces that, you know, will push you to grow. You need to get a mentor that will be able to pull you up and encourage you and hold you accountable to the things that you're saying you're going to do. Many times you're going to depend on the connections that you've made. They're going to come through for you in certain situations when maybe you're lacking at that point until now when the business has grown. So of course, we're looking at doing partnerships with even bigger organizations for us to actually be able to transform our country as Ugandans and not always waiting for, you know, foreign aid to help transform our country. We can do it ourselves. One of the sensitive challenges we have is, you know, of course, like any other business, it's funding.
So after leaving his comfort zone as a tax auditor, he launched into a whole new different space where he is able to eliminate a disturbing middleman and link the market directly to the fresh produce providers, including the farmers.
I run Walimi Katale. This is an initiative that for very many is employing, first of all, but also this, you've heard about the vulnerables who are